Hello student, good morning to all of you. Today we start your fifth unit and chapter 8 electromagnetic waves or EM waves. In this unit we learn about the electromagnetic waves and their transverse nature, and then after we go for the uh, electromagnetic wave spectrum and about the kind of electromagnetic wave like infrared wave, ultraviolet waves, radio waves, gamma rays, x rays, etc. In this unit you have deleted a very important portion, that is displacement current, but which is not the part of the syllabus. So we discussed on first ideal introduction of Maxwell equation. These are Maxwell combined all the knowledge about the electric and magnetic field in four equations. One is Gauss's law in electrostatic, that is the surface integral of electric field is always equal to total charge enclosed by the field divided by the epsilon naught, that is permeability of free space. Next is Gauss also given an equation related to the magnetism, which is known as Gauss's law of magnetism or in magnetism. It is surface integral of magnetic field is always equal to 0. Next is third equation, which is produced or discovered by the Faraday. Faraday introduced that the surface line integral of electric field is gives us the value of magnetic field, and the varying magnetic field also give us the electric field. This equation is generated by the Faraday, and the last equation, which is given by Ampere for the magnetism, which is after modified by Maxwell and called modified Ampere circuital law by Maxwell, that is surface integral of line integral of magnetic field is equal to IC plus ID, wherein IC is conventional current and ID is displacement current. So the value calculated by the Maxwell of this displacement current is epsilon naught d phi upon dt. So this becomes conventional current plus this, where ID is equal to epsilon naught d phi b upon dt. Epsilon is the electromagnetic electrostatic permeability constant, permittivity constant, and d phi b upon dt, this is rate of change of magnetic flux with area. This is all about the Maxwell equations. Because displacement current is not the part of your syllabus this year, so Maxwell equations are also not the part for this year, but this is important to know about the electromagnetic wave or electromagnetic nature of the waves. So I will introduce you by these four equations. Which explain all the characters of electric and magnetic nature of the electromagnetic waves. Okay, first copy these all four equations. Okay, Now we go for the electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetic waves, or we say EM wave. In short, okay. So student, the wave in which the electric and magnetic field vectors are perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to the propagation or direction of propagation are called EM wave or electromagnetic wave. Let me write it. The wave in which electric field and magnetic field vectors are moving perpendicular to each other and also perpendicular to direction of propagation. Is called electromagnetic waves. Okay, now if x, y and z, this is origin. If the direction of propagation is along x axis, okay, or along x direction, therefore we can represent the electric and magnetic field component like this. Okay, in which this is electric field vector or electric field envelope and this one is magnetic field envelope. Okay. Uh, this is the representation of electric field when the wave is propagated along the x-axis direction of propagation. Form it. Green one is electric field envelope and red one is magnetic field envelope. Okay, the equation of magnetic and electric field is given as equation of electric field is E naught sine omega t minus kx, and equation of magnetic field is B naught sine omega t minus kx. These are the equation of electric field and magnetic field. Okay, now we discuss about the relation between electric and magnetic field with the speed of light. Okay, for determine the relation between the electric and magnetic field magnitudes in the free space, we consider a wave is moving along x-axis in which in which vector E or electric field vector and magnetic field vector are moving perpendicular to x axis with x axis along with y axis and z axis respectively. Suppose magnitude of electric and magnetic field is varying with x and t is given by E is equal to E naught sine omega t minus kx, and B is equal to B naught sine omega t minus kx. These are the representation of electric and magnetic field. Okay, here E naught and B naught are the maximum amplitude of electric and magnetic fields, and omega is angular frequency of wave, which is given by omega is equal to 2 pi nu or 2 pi upon t, and k is wave number which is given by k is equal to 2 pi upon lambda. Okay, therefore by dividing equation 1 by 2, we get E upon B is equal to E naught upon B naught. Okay, and from here we get ओमेगा अपॉन k इज इक्वल टू 2 पाई न्यू अपॉन 2 पाई अपॉन lambda. Okay, here 2 pi cancel by 2 pi and we get omega upon k is equal to nu lambda, and here this is time and lambda is distance, so it will become equal to c, or we say speed of light c is equal to nu lambda. Therefore E naught upon B naught is equal to also C. This is the relation between one minute. First calculate it this point. ये इसको हम अभी करते हैं, पहले आप इस वाले पॉइंट को क्लियर कीजिए. ओके, here we are going to take its second part by taking differentiation, by doing differentiation of equation first and second, we get dE upon ds is equal dx is equal to E naught ओमेगा ओके, ई को इक्वेशन 1 को हम x के अकॉर्डिंग कर रहे हैं डिफाइन, सो दिस विल बिकम माइनस के कॉस ओमेगा टी माइनस के एक्स, एंड dB अपॉन dt. मैग्नेटिक फील्ड इक्वेशन को हम कर रहे हैं t के अगेंस्ट डिफरेंशिएट, सो वी गेट B नॉट ओमेगा कॉस ओमेगा टी माइनस के एक्स. Therefore from here we get by the Maxwell equations del E upon del x is equal to minus del B upon del t. By using this we calculate from here we calculate that ये हो गया इक्वेशन सेकेंड, and from equation second we find that minus E naught k cos omega t minus kx is equal to minus B naught omega cos omega t minus kx. So students, we calculate from here that cos omega t and cos omega t cancel, माइनस से इक्वेशन पॉजिटिव हो जाएगी, एंड वी टेक फ्रॉम हियर द रेशियो ऑफ ओमेगा अपॉन के, विच वी कैलकुलेट दैट ओमेगा अपॉन के इज इक्वल टू E naught upon B naught, and we have omega upon K equal to C. Therefore, E naught upon B naught equal to C. This is the relation between the speed of light and this. And this we calculate also here, that the speed of light is given by under root of mu naught upon epsilon naught. Okay, so copy all these points in the electromagnetic wave in space. Okay, this is all about the relation between electric field and magnetic field vector and angular frequency and angular wave number or wave number. Okay, now we take the energy density of EM wave. Third topic is energy density in electromagnetic waves. Okay, we know that the total energy of electromagnetic wave is given by the sum of the energy of electric field vector and energy of magnetic field vector. Therefore, total energy of electromagnetic wave is the sum of electrical energy, electric field energy, half epsilon naught E square, and magnetic field energy half B square upon mu naught. Therefore, it is observed that average energy in electric field is equal to the average energy in magnetic field. Now, energy density or energy per unit volume, energy per unit volume of EM wave is given by the sum of the energies of electric field and magnetic field, that is energy density U is equal to UE plus UB, which is U is equal to half epsilon naught E square plus half B square upon mu naught. This is the total energy density of EM wave or energy carried by EM wave per unit volume. And the average energy density of EM wave is given by half epsilon naught E square or equal to half B square upon mu naught. So student, today we are stop till this point, and in the next lecture we discussed on the transverse nature of the electromagnetic wave, and the last topic which is in your syllabus left is the uses of EM wave and their corrective nature. Thank you.